Hello everyone, welcome to Research Life. I am Arvind Adhikari. This is the second video of our Revit tutorial series, and in this video and in the next video I am going to talk about two of the most required skills you need to master as a Revit user. These two skills are navigation and selection. Whether you do the model or analyze an already developed model, you should know how to navigate and select components. I will demonstrate the easiest and quickest navigation and selection techniques in these two videos. So let's get right into it. So in this video, I am going to talk about model navigation. First, let's load up Revit. For this tutorial, you can use your own model or a sample model comes with the Revit package using this link. I am using a model that I have developed previously. Let it load. Okay. Now as you can see, we are in the 3D view. I will load one plan view as well. So let's double click on the foundation section. Let me zoom in to give you a clear view. Okay, perfect. Now we have a 2D view and also a 3D view. I will demonstrate navigation in both 3D and 2D views so every aspect can be covered. Let's go with 2D first. As you can see, sometimes you cannot see the whole plan due to limited space in the working area. So you might need to move the plan around. This action is known as panning. For panning, you need to press and hold the middle mouse button. Once you press and hold, see the mouse pointer has changed to a 4-directional arrow. It means now we are in the pan mode. Now move the mouse in any direction you want by holding the middle mouse button. This is the easiest way to do the panning. There's another way that you can do it. If your middle mouse button is malfunctioning or not working, you can use the 2D wheel in the navigation bar. Once you click on this 2D wheel, it will pop up and display 3 functions it can do: panning, zooming, and rewinding. Click and hold on the pan panel to pan the drawing around. Now this is in the 2D view. Now let's move into the 3D view to see how it behaves. Same as in the 2D view, here we have a 2D wheel with few more additional options than in the 2D view. I will explain these other functions in the coming videos. Click and hold the pan panel as before to move the model around. Okay. Let's close this. Now let's see how the middle mouse button works. Same as in the 2D view, press and hold the middle mouse button to enter into the pan mode. Now you can move the model very easily to any point you prefer. That's all for panning. Under navigation, next is zooming. When you want to see a particular section more clearly, you need to enlarge that area. This is called zoom. To zoom, you just need to roll up the mouse wheel and roll down to zoom out. As you can see, when you zoom in, it focuses on the location of your mouse pointer. And when you place the mouse pointer somewhere else, the focus of the zoom changes to that point. So it is easy to zoom anywhere you preferred using the mouse wheel. If you want to enlarge this dimension, just bring the mouse pointer there and roll up. Same as in pan, you can use the 2D wheel to do the zooming as well. Click on the zoom panel and drag to zoom in or out. Unlike with the mouse wheel, the focused zoom is a bit difficult with 2D wheel. So it is better to do zooming using the mouse wheel. It is more accurate and convenient. Now let's see how to zoom in 3D view. Place the mouse pointer anywhere you want to zoom and roll up the mouse wheel. It behaves the same as in the 2D view. Let's move down and zoom into the garage area. Now place the mouse pointer on the front porch. Zoom in. Very easy. 2D wheel behaves a little differently here. When you click on the zoom panel and drag the mouse button, you can see there's a small spear placed on the mouse pointer location. This is called a pivot. So when you zoom in or out, it focuses on this pivot, so it has more control than the 2D view. So now you know how to pan and zoom. Next is 3D orbiting. As the name suggests, this function works only in the 3D view. 3D orbiting is used when you want to rotate your model in any direction you want to visualize it more clearly. First, let's see how to do this using keyboard and the mouse. As you did for panning, press and hold the middle mouse button. Now you can pan. Now, holding the middle mouse button, press and hold Shift key of your keyboard. See how the mouse pointer changed? This is 3D orbiting. Move the mouse in any direction by pressing and holding the Shift key and the middle mouse button to orbit around the model. You can orbit around, orbit up and down, or in any direction with this method. You can do this same action using the view cube. View cube is the one on the top right corner of the drawing area. There is a circular panel and also a cube. If you move the mouse after clicking and holding on this circular panel, it allows you to orbit around the model. But you cannot go up and down. Just move in the same horizontal plane. To orbit in any direction, you have to use the cube. Click and hold anywhere of this cube and now move your mouse in any direction. See, now you have the freedom to orbit in any direction. Let's bring the model to the center. When you look closely into this cube, it has a front, back, top and so on. Once you click on one, let's say front, the model rotates and shows you the front elevation. When you click this arrow in the right, the model rotates at 90 degrees angle to show the right elevation. Clicking on top brings out the plan view. Likewise, the corresponding view of the model will be displayed when you click on the particular angle of the cube. This action cannot be done using the mouse and keyboard. Only view cube can do it. Now let's zoom in a little bit and let's orbit to the front of the model. Until now, we saw how orbiting works for the overall model. Let's select this door and see how orbiting function works now. Let's click front of the view cube. See, it brings the front view of the model but focused on this selected door. Click on this 45-degree angle. It brings that view of the door. Clicking on the left panel brings the left view. When you have selected any object in the model, orbiting function works focusing on that selected subject. So, that's the whole tutorial about navigation. We have learned about panning and zooming using both the mouse and 2D wheel in 2D view as well as in 3D view. Then we learned 3D orbiting in 3D view. There are two methods to do that, using the keyboard and the mouse as well as the view cube. I hope you all understood these functions well. Keep practicing and improve your navigation skills. That will save much time when you start to do building modeling. If you have any questions related to this, please comment below. In the next video, let's talk about selection. So until then, goodbye and stay safe.